Excuse me, I was looking for the Automated Valuation Technology office, the developers of the Regression Plus software. Do you know where I can find it?
You have found it. I am the head of product development for the firm. How can I help you?
Well, I am a real estate appraiser and want to know more about regression analysis.
David Braun, the developer of the Regression Plus application, is an appraiser as well. He has been studying how statistics can benefit appraisers for some time now. Why don't you have a seat?
No thanks. I have been driving for a while and it feels good to be standing. You see, I have an assignment and the underwriter wants support for some of my adjustments. I have never performed a regression analysis. If I buy a copy of your software, can I use it to support my adjustments on this assignment?
No. There will be a learning curve. While the Regression Plus software is designed to take advantage of the appraiser's current knowledge and training on valuating properties, there are still some new concepts to learn.
What sort of new concepts?
Well, the data gathering process is similar to that for a market condition analysis, so you can go back farther in time and use properties that are not as similar to the subject as you normally would. This allows you to find more sales than you might expect. Also, you will have to learn the various methods of scrubbing the data before it can be analyzed. Then there is the regression analysis itself, and you will have to become familiar with residual analysis.
How long will it take me to become proficient in regression analysis?
It will take a long time to become proficient. However, you can become competent as defined by USPAP in a few months plus or minus depending upon your workload. The training material we supply with the software is over 100 pages with videos. You will need to research other literature and take a basic statistics course. I recommend the 4-day statistics course offered by the Appraisal Institute.
How can I learn more about the data gathering process?
The first step is to correctly identify the subject property's overall market. David wrote an article on this topic called Market Delineation, which was published in the spring 2012 edition of the Appraisal Journal. You can use all sales which occurred in the subject's market as defined in the article from 2 to 3 years back depending on the nature of the regression analysis used.
What about this thing you call data scrubbing? Is it done in an Excel spreadsheet?
You might for special situations, but the Regression Plus automatically performs this process. You just have to select the scrubbing method for each field used.
Okay, so once I have learned these new concepts, then I will be able to statistically prove all of the adjustments that I use in my comparison grid analysis?
No. For most real property markets, a regression analysis will only provide you with an indication of from 2 to 4 of the line item adjustment rates. The rates for independent characteristics, for example a pool, as well as the dominant characteristics, like the gross living area, are reliable. However, some adjustment rates like bedrooms and baths are often not found.
I need the bath and bedroom adjustment rates. Why are those sometimes not extracted in the analysis?
I believe it is because buyers and sellers do not typically value bath and bedrooms on a per-unit basis. They either see them as adequate or inadequate. This is an example of how statistics can help appraisers see things in new perspectives.
Even if I can't always get all of the adjustments rates, regression will only take a few extra minutes, right?
No. A regression analysis will add from 15 to 30 minutes to most assignments. It can take longer when there is a very high due diligence.
It is beginning to sound like regression will not be of much use to me as my clients will not pay me for that extra time.
The Regression Plus will allow you to quickly form a value opinion, accurately trend values over time, identify which property characteristics have a relationship with value, and indicate some of the line item adjustment rates. You can include all of that information in your appraisal report or work file. The Regression Plus is designed to combine the knowledge, training, and experience of the appraiser with the power of statistical analysis. That combination packs a lot of credibility in your appraisal assignments.
Oh, now I see how useful regression analysis can be to me. But I understand regression packages cost over $1,000.
As appraisers, we purposely designed the Regression Plus to be easy for appraisers to learn and use. In addition, it is priced within the budget of most appraisers.
My college professor said that only the expensive statistical packages are useful.
The large, well-known packages are designed to be used for almost anything in every industry category. This might include things like the aviation industry trying to modify the curve and angle of an airplane's wings to help minimize fuel consumption while still allowing for adequate lift. Or a drug company that is trying to determine how much of a drug is necessary to provide a benefit, yet minimize the risk of side effects. The Regression Plus was designed specifically for real estate professionals. Our uses are not as critical as those mentioned, and appraisers are already very knowledgeable about property markets. Too many statistical outputs actually work against the appraiser.
How can having more statistical tests work against the appraiser?
If a regression analysis report automatically lists the outputs of some very complicated statistical information, then the appraiser must understand those outputs and be able to explain what they mean. The Regression Plus was designed to only use the statistical techniques and tests necessary for valuing real property.
Okay, I see.
The Regression Plus is still packed with statistical tests and outputs. Many of these, which are specific to real property markets, are automated in the application. A partial list of features is loading directly from a file or from an Excel spreadsheet, built-in scrubbing features, a value trending module with an adjustment rate extractor, a color coding system to indicate the reliability of outputs, easy selection and deselection of observations and coefficients, built-in test to identify curvilinear relationships, having the ability to adjust the subject property for issues not considered in the analysis, a built-in checklist to gauge the reliability of the analysis. Outputs like R-squared, adjusted R-squared, the average absolute residual error, indicator of the residual error disbursement, the individual coefficients, the weight that the coefficient plays in the market, p-values, standard errors, variation inflation factors, confidence intervals, and more.
All I can say is that developing a regression package for real estate professionals at a low price is genius. I want to purchase a copy. I will be right back with my checkbook.
I don't know where this genius stuff is coming from, but I get that a lot.